From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, he's just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Let's go, at their own 20-yard line.
Right there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes dancing to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl. And he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right?
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. We're scoreless after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Begin.
On the toss, here's Williams. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And it's fielded at the 34. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Room to run past midfield. Gets this one to Hill. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught him. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Attack!
And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Switch clock. 11. X3. 218. Chop. 21.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
12. White. 4. Check. 6.
Check 53.
Yeah.
Check 3. Jumper.
65.
Check 99.
Say hot.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. What do you need?
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
Man. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
55. 53, check, 53. 13. Pick up the ball.
Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And now he's going to use his legs. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady.
Hey, I'm coming.
Right.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
We got to step it up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
11.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, and I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And it's caught. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the run.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Mahomes going to throw it here. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they will set